morning from Chicago again. This is Dr. Izhaar with another interesting topic of how to control diabetes and weight. I'm going to teach you $1 million concept today. A couple of $1 million concepts. I always try to impart $1 million concepts in my talks. Is a plate concept, a concept of a plate and what is on the plate. That determines everything. So, choose the plate, the right plate. I have two plates here, this and this. This is a smaller plate, this is a bigger plate. This is a regular plate that most of the people go for when they take food. Don't go in for this. This, if you choose, you're automatically reducing the amount of food to half, okay? And that is very important concept. Now, you eat morning, afternoon, evening, you have 2 snacks in between. That's 5 meals, almost 5 meals over 10 to 12 hours. That's roughly you are eating every 2 hours. You don't need to fill up a whole plate for lunch or dinner. You could do with this. You want to achieve your goals? Try to do this. Now, what is on the plate is another $1 million concept. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. What I try to tell my patients is have 1/3 as protein, 1/3 as fiber, and 1/3 as colors, rainbows. So protein, you need to and incorporate that for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Have the same concept even for your snacks. What do I mean by protein? You should consume at least 20 to 30 grams of protein in every meal, morning breakfast, lunch, or dinner. What sources of protein? There are about 10 varieties of protein that you can consume, and if you are eating 3 times a day, each one's turn will come once in 3 days. You could eat a non-vegetarian source of protein like fish, chicken, meat, shrimp, scallions. You could do any of those. That's alone 4 there. What are the other sources of vegetarian sources of protein? You can have beans, you can have lentils, you can have tofu. These are the vegetarian sources of protein. Then there are dairy sources of protein: milk, eggs, cottage cheese, cheese in general, yogurt. So 4 plus 4 plus 3, you have 11 categories of proteins that you could use on your plate. So 1/3 with protein. Have a solid piece of fish, have this much big a piece of chicken. The amount of protein matters. You need to have at least 30 grams of protein, 25 to 30 grams of protein. And most of the labels will give you, this is the small can of tuna. It has 35 grams of protein in this smaller can. So you have half of this, 15 to 20 grams is done. That is 1/3 of the plate. The remaining middle 1/3 of the plate, fill it up with fiber foods. What are fibers? Vegetables, broccoli, beans, cauliflower. That's all fiber. The other rich sources of fibers are lentils, like organic pinto beans, black beans. There are a variety of beans, dals, lentils, masoor dal, moong dal. These are all good sources of fiber. Each serving, each half a cup will give you 6 to 8 grams of fiber. Imagine you are having that 3 times, 25 to 30 grams of fiber. Fiber is immensely important in weight loss. No matter what you eat, if you eat enough amount of fiber, it will retard the absorption. It will delay the absorption of calories over a period of time. Very good source. So the next 1/3, that is fiber, is very, very important. Consume enough fiber. With lentils, now you also have to remember there is a lot of carbohydrates in these fibers, so you cannot have additionally chapati, roti, and bread and all that. Lay that off. There is enough carbohydrate in these fibers. So that's the remaining 1/3 of your plate. The remaining last portion, 1/3 of your plate, is going to be colors, rainbows, like bell peppers, like red, yellow, orange, green, spinach, kale, make a salad, make a nice dressing to go with it, not with mayo and other high sugary dressings, but ordinary dressing like Italian dressing, or just plain nimbu, lemon, salt and pepper. That should do. You have a small plate, eat that in the morning, afternoon, at night. You also need to lay off what you drink. So sugary drinks like Coke. A lot of times people will do Diet Coke. I'm not taking any calories. No, don't do that. It has a lot of phosphates, additives, preservatives. Don't do that. It's not good for kidney. So you do that, maintain your calories, stick to the plate, what is on the plate, and you'll have tremendous success. Your A1C will come down by 1 to 1.5 points. You will start losing 1 to 2 pounds at least every 4 to 5 days. Guaranteed. Follow this and be healthy. Till next time we meet.